Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Conqueror and we're on Greece and we're going to have us a fun match. Now hopefully you guys have enjoyed the little bit of a teaser stream by now, but don't forget there will be a stream today. I'm going to try to be anywhere between 1 and 2 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. So whatever that is for where you're at, that should help you discover it. But we're going to do a full 2 to 3 hour stream and just have a good time. Bring back the old salt ration for everybody. And then after that stream, then we are going to have Hivehound and I probably be streaming Borderlands 2. So, yeah, got a lot on the table. There's a lot of things that I'm working on, trying to get things the way I need them to. And I think it's going to be overall a good thing for everybody. And hopefully helps the channel grow a little bit quicker. And people enjoy the streams more. Because honestly, streaming just fits me a little bit better. I love the interaction with people. That's why I constantly like and heart and comment on people's comments when they comment on my videos. And streaming just makes sense. I'm a pretty, crazy personality, I guess. Some people might say. I'm a bit ridiculous at times, I'll admit. But it's good for a laugh usually. But that being said, we got our first victim here. We got an Alaska broadside on, just begging for it. So we're gonna shoot the HE out there at him. Now, I don't use a lot of AP in the Conqueror. You don't need to. Honestly, you really don't. Unless you know somebody's gonna give you a broadside and you can take advantage of it. Generally speaking, the AP is just not worth the time. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not bad AP at all. It's got bad penetration angles. And so what you end up with is a lot of bounces and shatters. So, like I said, unless somebody is going to give me a broadside at close range, then I will switch to AP because it's devastating. I'm talking taking 2 to 3/4 of or 2/3 to 3/4 of the health of a GK in one salvo. Talk about deletion on Yamis. It's just absolutely devastating for most ships if they go broadside on in front of a Conqueror. And that goes, I mean, it's basically, people underestimate the Conqueror because it's a bit squishier than a GK and a Yami, because it's known for being an HE spammer. Okay, so people, when you're in close quarters, will tend to underestimate the Conqueror, and that leads to some hilarious moments where you can absolutely wreck people as my shells go everywhere but the target, and the ZF6 gets away for now. Now we've got 10,000 damage. We haven't really done anything up to this point. We're starting to get caught on fire, but we're in a Conqueror, so fires are not scary at all in a Conqueror. At all. Fires can be somewhat scary in most battleships. I know when I'm in my Iowa, fires can be downright annoying. But look at that, 2 fires, massive damage, over 10,000 damage done, and he's going to have to extinguish those. And the best part is, by the time I fire again, his damage con is likely to be on cooldown. And so his immunity's gone. Are we going to get another immediate fire? He's starting to move forward. We may have overled him a little bit here, but it doesn't matter, we get another fire on him, and that's a permanent fire. And if we can get another shot into him, we can potentially do even better than that. And you can see I'm already looking at where I can potentially hit him here. And I may have actually decided to use AP here, but honestly, I mean, when you're hitting for 10 to 15,000 damage and 2 fires, you don't need AP. And there's a second permanent fire on the Conqueror. So we're going to switch targets to the Iowa. And you can see somebody's also shooting at the Iowa, not doing a whole lot to him, but somebody out here is at least attempting to shoot him. And we're going to take a shot at basically both of these guys over the island. Conqueror's moving forward. Iowa's kind of reversing. And the Conqueror, it looks like, just got removed. But, yeah, that Conqueror is dead. He pulled forward 1, 2, too many times and took, I'm assuming, I didn't see who actually hit him, but it was a nasty hit. Iowa got pretty lucky. He didn't get set on fire the last time, but, you know, you're sailing broadside. You're absolutely begging for it. I don't have AP loaded, but when you're hitting like this with HE, do you really need AP? So we set another fire. And Suja makes himself available for a very short amount of time. It was close. I was thinking about it. But he gets out of there. Probably a good thing for him. But you can see our fire's still going on the Iowa over there. And we're going to come around the corner now. No reason to hide anymore. Most of the heavy hitters are out of the way. So we're going to come around and really assert our dominance here. Now, we fire the guns. We know he fired back at us. We know we're on double fires, and this is what I'm talking about. Not really needing to use that damage con until the last possible second. We do manage to kill the Iowa. We're on damage con immunity at the moment. That's why the Suja is not setting a fire on us. But you can see we're keeping the guns looking away, and then we're going to use the ship to turn and try to sneak some shots over this island at the Suja and see if we can't break some things. This is armor piercing as well. I don't know if you guys caught that, but wait for it. Yep, that wasn't even a citadel. That was just absolute nastiness. Took all of his hit points. He's lucky to not just be outright deleted. We caught him with his pants down and he was not ready. Was not ready for that. But you can see our team is actually in a bit of a sticky situation here. We can't afford to waste too much time on this Suja. So what I'm doing is, now that we're charging forward, we're pushing the Suja backwards. And we're going to try to get him out of the circle. We're going to capture this base. That's going to give us a three caps, and give us an advantage in caps that'll hopefully win this match for us if all else fails. And so you can see Suja is considering giving up the rest of his hit points, and we're just waiting for our opportunity. Is he going to give it to us? Come on, baby. We fire over the island. We do have a shot, and these are HE, and down he goes. Of course, we had to set a fire. But we're going to turn in. Now that he's gone, we're going to be able to capture this base, and then we're going to cut across and catch all these guys in a crossfire. And this is kind of what you want to be doing in a Conqueror. You don't want to necessarily be the center of attention for all of the battleships. Cruisers and such, fire starters, absolutely. Shoot the Conqueror, please. Please. Trying to burn down a Conqueror is a lesson in futility. Like, if you think you've got what it takes to burn down a Conqueror, you ain't that guy. Okay? Just saying. Like, a single ship, unless the Conqueror is just an idiot. I guess that's always an option, but look at these hits, man. This is disgusting. It's disgusting what this thing's capable of. But, a single fire spammer trying to burn down a Conqueror is just impossible. You're not going to do it. And I say that tongue-in-cheek because I know there are some dumb people out there that just don't understand basic positioning or damage control management or heal management. But when you've got the 4 super heals that the Conqueror has, like 1 fire, you don't even bother. 2 fires, you don't even bother. Usually. Like, you just let it burn. It ain't gonna do anything. You've got the heals, you can just heal it all back. But we take some shots. We're looking at the lower health guys. Was hoping for a better shot there on the Bismarck, but didn't quite happen. And we're going to be able to finish him off in the next salvo, hopefully. Because we can easily see his ship now. And right where we need to aim. So we take the shot. That's the other good thing. Like, this thing reloads relatively quickly as well. So you got that to worry about. And there we go. We get a double fire on him. So that's going to do it for the Bismarck. He's not going to live through that. I say as he damage cons it, unfortunately. So, I mean, if he damage conned it, you can't really damage con if I'm going to just absolutely punch you in the mouth anyway. Like, he doesn't have the hit points to take it anymore. So I'm fairly confident this is just going to kill him outright. But it doesn't. Actually doesn't kill him outright. Still leave him with just enough for our fire to take care of the rest. And you can see I'm not waiting for it either. I'm like, I'm looking to kill this man. There's no reason for me to leave him. But I'm also looking at this Tirpitz, and I'm like, is he going to take Torps? We don't know if he's going to take Torps. I don't really have a shot at the moment, but if I can get a shot, I would love to help these guys out. And that's when I realized that we are still on the losing end. We have 3 caps, so we've got the advantage. Georgia out here giving me too much broadside. I'm going to take that every single day of the week. That superstructure and that broadside, insta-fire. He's going to either let that burn, or there's our fire kill on the Bismarck. He's either going to let that burn, or he's going to take it, and it looks like he's letting it burn. So we're going to go ahead and double down on him. He's starting to bow tank us, but we don't care about him bow tanking us. Not because we overmatch him, but because high explosive from this large of a caliber doesn't care about armor. Goes right through. So it's really, really disgusting what the Conqueror is capable of. Like, Vanguard's bad enough, Nelson's bad enough, Conqueror is disgusting. And if we ever get to Thunderer, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. We take another good shot here at the Georgia's bow. Watch this. Watch this. That's the bow. Set another fire, and he's going to burn to death. So then we switch it. I say he's going to burn to death. He actually just damage conned. And you can see I'm looking at the Alaska now. He's giving me a pretty juicy broadside. I know the Georgia is not going to live very long, so I'm trying to help this team across the other side of the map as much as I can. Like, any opportunity I've got to take shots to weaken that side so that those guys don't have to worry as much, I'm going to take. We don't get as good a hit on the Alaska as I was hoping for. I think he saw it coming and was able to turn out. But yeah, Georgia bow tanking once again. At this closer range, I've been known to do 18,000 damage to the bow of a Yami. What do you think I'm going to do to a Georgia? Yeah, it's just GG. Goodbye. And then he hits me really hard, right, guys? I don't know if you noticed or not, but there's an awfully big green bar there that in a minute and a half I'll just be able to heal it back again. Which is why the Conqueror can get away with close quarters turns like that. If it doesn't get outright deleted, there's a good chance that it's going to smash whatever's in front of it and then just heal and continue about its day. Like nothing happened. I've done it to so many people. There was I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I think it was Sea of Fortune. Can't remember which one it is, but I think it was Sea of Fortune, and I caught a Gross occur first, full health Gross occur first, got into a fight with him, and I'd used HE up to this point. He decides to go full broadside in front of me. I turn all the way broadside in front of him with my armor piercing loaded and absolutely nuke the man for most of his health. He hits me back, nukes me for most of my health. I hit the heal button, I get all my health back pretty much, and we managed to turn around and finish the guy off in the next salvo. So, the Conqueror can get away with a lot of things. And that being said, Conqueror has to be very careful with the Yamato. Yamatos don't care about this thing at all, unless this thing is left to shoot at range, because the accuracy with this thing at range, plus the fact that it's able to set so many fires, it can burn down a Yami pretty quickly. But Yami can remove a Conqueror very quickly as well. And it doesn't matter if you're angled or not. Sometimes it's better to just bow tank it and take it through the nose in this thing rather than try to angle against a Yami, because too many times I've been hit while angled and the Yami shell just goes straight through and citadels you and takes 3/4 of your hit points. So I don't know. It's a hit and miss thing with Yamis versus Conquerors. It depends on who's got the first shot, first of all, and secondly, it depends on the range. If it's close range and the Yami decides to go broadside, Conqueror can remove it in a single salvo. But that being said, that goes both ways. Conqueror can easily be removed by a Yami if you're not paying attention. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. That was a nice 200k plus game for you guys in the Conqueror. 205,000 damage, top of the leaderboard, 3,200 base XP with 4 kills. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.